we got attracted to Japanese market because we see a lot of opportunity there in Japan of chocolate, because a huge market of chocolate in Japan. And also we want to introduce like single origin Indonesian chocolate, because Indonesia is the sixth largest cocoa bean producer in the world, and we really want to introduce the distinctive flavor of rich Indonesian chocolate. So in Japan, there's chocolate bars, cocoa drinks, and caramelized cocoa nibs. So it's like the center of cocoa, and we caramelize with sugar and cashew. And chocolate blocks, like in 1 kilogram chocolate bar for the chefs, for restaurants, for cafes, for them to make desserts. There's also the derivative of chocolate products. It depends on the demand. Yes, so when we enter Japanese market, we want really to see where we can fulfill the function that needed in Japan, for example. So in Tokyo, so there's request of like very small, like 5 centimeter kind of square chocolate. So they can taste the chocolate first before they buy like the big one, the chocolate bar. That's why we, since our opening in Japan, we produce like small tablets of 5 centimeter square chocolate, specifically for Japanese market. So they also bring like the map of Indonesia, explaining like the single origins of Indonesia. So because every single chocolate has different flavors, so it's a very delicate box filled with few single origins Indonesian chocolate, so they can differentiate the flavors. The character of Japanese market. For example, here in Indonesia, our best-selling chocolate is Bali because of the flavor, maybe because of the visual, also the packaging. But I think mainly because of the flavor. But in Japan, like our best-selling chocolate is East Java and Flores, because those two has very distinctive flavors. Maybe because like in Japan, most of the chocolates come from the beans. I mean, comes from Africa. Like the American produce and European produce chocolate bars, the beans come from Africa mostly, and it has very different taste from the one that we have in Indonesia. That's why they're looking for different tastes, like different profile. For example, chocolates in Japan market is more like maybe like more banana. It has banana flavor and will have this very different flavor. But chocolate from Indonesia, for example, Aceh, is more like have tobacco kind of aftertaste, and Flores has like spices, clove aftertaste. It's very different. That's why they're looking for Indonesian chocolate. The factors need to take into account for sure the market price there for single origin chocolate, because we need to be like have the similar price. And but in Japanese market, it's very different. That we notice from Indonesia is they really appreciate the story. So when we sell the product, it's not only a product, but it's a concept. It's like a concept of sustainability. When we source the beans directly from the farmers, we really know how they live and etc. in plantations. So when we market the chocolate in Japan, we also have like the story of the, for example, Tabanan Bali chocolate family, how they cultivate the chocolate, how they ferment the chocolate. So that story really put more value in our product. So again, it's not about the product, but also the story, because people not buying the chocolate itself, but the whole story behind the chocolate. So we have a yearly event, like one of the biggest chocolate event in Japan. Actually it's the biggest in Kansai, Hankyu Chocolate Expo. So in that particular event, we have like this seminar there's 300 to 400 people attending the seminar of Indonesian single origin chocolate. So we try to convey the message of, the importance, again, the importance of sustainability, but using our palate. Like they have to guess which one is from Bali, which one is from Aceh, because it all have distinctive flavor. So first we introduce like a sense of smell. So they have to smell like different kind of cups to see, like to ignite our senses. And then they eat the chocolate and they try to know like what is the flavor of this chocolate. For example, Bali is more like fruity flavor. Aceh again is more nutty. It's like the aftertaste is like after you eat like roasted nuts. It's from Aceh. And Flores spices. Ransiki is more like umami flavor. So even though they're they're not used to this kind of experience, they really get the difference of the chocolate. So we're happy to know that. Yes, there's some specific regulations, but we're lucky to have like a distributor there. So in terms of like regulations related to Japanese market, it's all done by our distributor. But because again we have language barrier, because I don't speak Japan, so it's very helpful to have like this distributor and people who connecting the dots, to require all the licenses that we need to export. So during our first initial export to Japan, Jetro really helped us to get familiar with the regulations, the requirements, and also with our partner in Japan, they also help us to know all the licenses needed. But yes, since we are lucky enough to have distributor in Japan, so they're the one who help us to get all these licenses. But here in Indonesia, we need, of course, we need export license, and we need forwarding company of course to ship the goods to them, and of course they have to be linked to the Japanese custom. So again that kind of procedure, everything was managed by our distributor in Japan. So the challenges are knowing like the right product to be marketed there, because there's so many chocolate brands in Japan from all over the world, because there's a huge market in Japan for chocolate. So we need to have like unique selling point. So our unique selling point is like the first being our story behind the chocolate, of course the farmers, and also not also sustainability but also protecting the environment. For example, our chocolate from West Papua is in the buffer zone of this very high forest in West Papua, and also protecting the endangered species inside. So it's really, and since chocolate is agroforestry, so it's not like a monoculture. So the milestone in these 5 years is first the increase in demand of Indonesian chocolate. That's very meaningful for us because there are more and more people in Japan knowing about Indonesian single origin chocolate. And the second being the appreciation of what we do in terms of, we direct source from the farmers. So there's more and more like online events. Even when I'm in Jakarta, we're in Jakarta, we have an online event with schools to know like the process of sourcing and why we source to the farmers, how important it is to care about sustainability, that sort of things. So there are more and more increase in appreciation of sustainability of what we do in Indonesia. And I think also the milestone being there's more and more cafes and restaurants get familiar with Indonesian chocolate.